review the topic word problem with addition and subtraction of integers. Problem states that David is riding in a bike race that goes through a valley and a nearby mountain range. The table gives the altitudes in feet above sea level for the 5 checkpoints in the race. Use the table to answer the questions. The first thing we want to recall is that if you're looking at above sea level is considered 0 feet, and anything below sea level is negative values. Anything above sea level is positive values. So we're going negative this way and positive this way. It's just something to keep in mind. Next, let's read the actual question. How much lower is checkpoint 3 than checkpoint 5? So we're looking at checkpoint 3 and checkpoint 5. We have the altitude. Checkpoint 3 is negative 192 feet below sea level. And checkpoint 5 is negative 75 below sea level. So we're both going below sea level. We can estimate, we can have a look. We know that negative 192 is smaller than negative 75. So if we just did a rough sketch, we knew that negative 192, if this is 0 feet, negative 192 feet is lower than negative 75 feet. So maybe negative 75 feet might be here. So how much lower? We want to find this distance right here. That is the key. So what is this distance? And to do that, we're going to subtract. That's a key word there that says lower. Lower, smaller than, or how much smaller than. When you see a problem like this, it's going to tell you to subtract. So we're going to do negative 75 minus negative 192. And when you have a double negative here, they kind of negate each other, and that turns into an addition. So it's negative 75 plus 192, and when you add that, you get 117 feet. So that's the distance between the two checkpoints, 117 feet. The next question says, the top of a hill rises 441 feet above checkpoint 3. What is the altitude of the top of the hill? So, there's another keyword here. The top of a hill rises, or is 441 feet above. So that means we're going to add. So we need to see what checkpoint, the altitude at checkpoint 3 is, and then add 441 feet to it. So at checkpoint 3, the altitude is 192 feet plus 441 would give us 249 feet. And if we want to look at that one on a diagram, we'll do that in another color. We're trying to find this distance. So we know for 192 feet plus 441 feet would give us some value up here. And we know it's going to be above 0 because 441 is larger than 192. So we're just trying to find this height that would be here. That's the question for the second one. And that's what we did. You just take the 192, then you add 441 feet to it, and that will tell you how high the tree is. I mean the hill, I'm sorry.